Hello children, good morning. Let's have our English class. Today, yesterday gave you some questions. How many we wrote? About 4 and 3, 7. One line answers we did. And we did two detailed answers. Today two more detailed answers I will give, and then one small test we will have on whatever grammar I taught you in previous sessions last month. Right? So let me write the question and answers. Two more. So take as third one. Why was the speaker so delighted with the white mice that he saw at Mr. Ghosh's house? So what is the question? Why was the speaker so delighted with the white mice that he saw at Mr. Ghosh's house? You must be knowing, you learnt while I was explaining. What did they do on fairground and in miniature railway station? What did the mice do? Everybody can be delighted. So funny, so happy to see it. So let me write the answer. The speaker, listen here, from here till here your answer is in the question itself. The speaker was, we have to take here. The speaker was so delighted with the white mice that he saw at Mr. Ghosh's house, because then one or two lines we are adding to it. So it is the simple way to learn how to write the answer. So half the answer is hidden in the question itself. What rule we must follow? Start the answer with capital. Then from here till the end of the question we have in the question itself. Then we are adding the reason. That's it. Okay. So our answer is the speaker was so delighted to see the white mice at Mr. Ghosh's house, because the speaker was so delighted to see the white mice at Mr. Ghosh's house because they were dancing on the roundabout and Ferris wheel. Mr. Ghosh house because they were dancing they were dancing they were dancing on the roundabout and the Ferris wheel. Some of them ran in and out of tunnels and climbed up on a toy train and took a ride and took and took a ride of it. When Mr. Ghosh pressed the button. So what is our answer? This is the answer. The speaker, it is bigger because it is detailed answer. The speaker was so delighted. The speaker was so delighted to see the white mice at Mr. Ghosh's house because they were dancing on the roundabout and the Ferris wheel. Some of them ran in and out of the tunnels and climbed up on a toy train and took a ride of it when Mr. Ghosh pressed the button. This is our answer. Hope it is clear. Please write neatly. Second question. Do you think the speaker do you think the speaker did the right thing? Do you think the speaker did the right thing by playing a trick? By playing a trick on his uncle. Discuss. Who is the speaker here? The boy is the speaker. Did he do a good thing or a right thing or a wrong thing? He played a prank by leaving the white mice in his uncle's bed, okay, to trouble him. Because what? He wanted to take a revenge, or we can say he wanted to teach a lesson to him. Do you think it is a right thing he did? Is it a good thing to play a prank on elders? That is the question. What do you think? You think, and I am going to give the answer on the blackboard and try to match my answer with your thoughts, with your opinions when you take down the answer. Okay. Answer is no. We think he did not do a right thing. His uncle did not put him in a wrong train, put him in a wrong train, purposefully. It happened by mistake. Moreover, so after these answers, we are going to do one small exercise on the topic which I already taught you in my grammar sessions. That was kinds of nouns. I am going to give you one paragraph here which contains all 4 kinds of nouns in it. You have to pick them out and write under the heading of each kind. What you are going to do? You are going to do 4 columns like this. Common noun, proper noun, collective noun and abstract noun. Okay? Common noun is common like river, city, town, etc. And collective noun is group name. Group name given to the same kind of people, animals, birds, etc. Again, bird is common noun. Any animal's name you get, it is common noun. Okay. River means common, but its name, if you get, it is a proper noun. So name of the boy or name of the girl, these all are proper nouns. So let me start. What is the heading I am going to give? Pick out the common proper collective and abstract nouns. So from where you are going to pick out, you are picking out from the paragraph I give below it. Pick out the common, proper, collective and abstract nouns. From where? Here I am going to give you one small paragraph. From it you are picking out and writing under each column. Wow. How you are preparing the column? For example, like this. First one you are making common noun, proper noun. Third one is collective noun. And fourth one is abstract noun. I am writing you a short form because just I wanted to show you how to make. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever you get, you are going to write them. Okay. Like this you are going to write full forms. Common noun. Here already you got in the heading. Proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun. And then one by one you write after searching. First one small suggestion I give you. First what you do? Underline all common nouns in your notebook. First you copy this paragraph. Underline first all common nouns. And write under them C. Then second you underline proper nouns. And write P under them. So on, like collective nouns also. CLN ani rayandi. Then for abstract noun AN ani rayandi. After completing that, easily you can list them out under the headings. Okay, I don't give you again this pattern. Only I write the paragraph here. You are doing the columns and writing like this. Remember it. I am not going to give the column once again. You please see to it and you prepare your own columns in your notebooks and search and write. And tomorrow we will discuss it. After discussing only I will go to the next thing, what I want to do. Okay, I am going to write it. Azhar went down to the Azhar went down to the Torsa one morning. He sat down on the river bank. Here we did not get any name of the river. So you think what kind of noun it is. Azhar, what kind of noun. Tosa. I used capital letters for the names. On the river bank, watching if you have textbook, it is given in the textbook on page number 9. Page number 9. So you can refer to it also before copying. Okay. I hope you all have got the books. I already told you from 5th you are going to get the books in Sri Vidya book depot or bookstall. Okay. or last year any of your the seniors books you will be having, means that is better. Or else you have to listen to my instructions very carefully. Watching the sunrise. A flock of birds was flying in the sky. The beauty of the place, or the beauty of the place, the beauty of the place filled him with peace. A herd of elephants gathered under a tree. To drink water. And started squirting water on each other. Each other. So one more line I need to write. I will rub it and continue here. Okay. Same thing. From here, this is the mark I am showing. From here I am going to continue on the place where I wrote the heading. So here I am continuing this paragraph because you can't see down. On each other playfully. Azhar watched the scene with delight. Azhar watched the scene with delight. So this is the paragraph we have got. Okay. Here Azhar went down to, from here we have, no? Azhar went down to Torsa one morning. So I read it once again for you. Azhar went down to the Torsa one morning. Sorry. He sat down on the river bank, watching the sunrise. A flock of birds was flying in the sky. The beauty of the place filled him with peace. A herd of elephants gathered under a tree to drink water and started squirting water. Means they shower water with their trunk. It is called squirting. Squirting water on each other playfully. Azhar watched the scene with delight. This is the paragraph. What you are supposed to do? You are making 4 columns. First column common noun, second column proper noun, third column collective noun, fourth column abstract noun, and searching those nouns in the paragraph and writing under the paragraph in the column under the headings. Okay, I already shown before starting to write this paragraph, so I hope you remembered it. Already I gave you what I said. Pick out common noun, proper noun, collective noun and abstract noun. Seeing the spellings, you make the columns, writing them on up and drawing the lines between. And then easily you can search and write. I explained what are common nouns. Before starting to give, I said you common nouns are the names commonly used for particular noun. Proper nouns are personal names given to persons or particular names given to buildings, rivers, etc. And what else I said? Collective noun is a group name, and the abstract noun is the noun which you can feel but you cannot see or touch it. Such things you have to make a list. Understood, children? This is all for today. So please, I hope you would do the homework. Tomorrow we will discuss the answers.